Hey, this is Daryl Henry, and this video is 7 reasons why insurance for IDDP programs is different and how to choose the right broker. I'm going to walk you through the 7 things that I see impact your insurance program that can make it difficult for you to buy insurance and also to find a broker that is qualified to help you buy insurance. So, first off, compliance reasons. You've got to keep DDA happy, and depending on which state you operate, the state may have unique insurance requirements for you to operate. For example, I have a number of programs that operate in DC, and the city of DC has very stringent requirements for their service providers. And being able to help the providers find the right type of insurance in the open marketplace is an expertise all unto itself. For those of you that operate there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But every state is different in what they want. The second reason why your insurance is different is you're dealing with vulnerable people that can be unpredictable. It can be hard to explain to somebody that doesn't work with your industry very often why it's hard to control your clients and why that's really impossible. The people that you work with, they can lash out at any time. They can wander, they can do all types of things that make it difficult to provide care for them. But people that don't interact with your environment very often have a hard time understanding that. So insurance companies that aren't familiar with it will put strange requirements on it, and insurance brokers they'll give you a confused face when you start talking about that. The third thing that makes your type of insurance different is you have risks of sexual abuse. If brokers don't deal regularly with that type of risk and exposure, they have a hard time advising on how large those lawsuits can be, the types of things you need in your screening programs to protect you, and also how to navigate the insurance marketplace to get the level of coverage that you need to protect your organization, your employees, and your board. The fourth thing that makes service providers unique is you have a broad scope of operations within the industry. So there can be adult day programs, there can be respite programs, in home support, community support, and group homes. And if you don't speak that language, it can be very hard to know what each of those things are. It can make it very difficult to approach the right company, to get the right terms, to tell the right story. And if you don't tell the right story, you don't get the right insurance. And sometimes you pay too much. The fifth thing that makes it hard is vehicle risks. You can have adapted vehicles. And also, it's just the quickest way you're going to have $1 million lawsuit is in a vehicle. You get 5 people in a van and it turns over on a highway. That's how you get a really, really large lawsuit. So in order to have a really good insurance and risk management program for your agency, you need to think about fleet safety and driver training. And it's just one of the things that make your insurance very unique. The sixth thing is you have high turnover for caregivers. It's really hard to keep good people at the wages that you can offer. And this creates risks at multiple levels for your organization. First, employment practices liability. So it creates a higher risk of hiring and firing claims because there's more turnover, there's more people coming in and out. Also, there's a quality of care issue. When you have high turnover, it's hard to have good quality assurance programs in place. So, getting back to hiring good people and keeping good people is a key component of risk management and running a good operation. And it's just one of the things that makes your insurance and risk management unique. And the last thing that makes it unique for you is there's a very short list of companies that will do a good job taking care of your kind of operation. And if the broker doesn't know who those are and how to get in front of them and who the underwriters are and how to be on good terms with them, it's going to drastically impact your ability to get the best terms. So it's really important to be working with a broker that understands the marketplace. And so it all comes back to choosing a good broker and finding a good place to get your insurance. I find a lot of service providers that will buy their insurance directly. Insurance companies don't tell you when they're not insuring your program correctly. They just offer you what they're willing to offer. They don't give guidance. Your programs are complex. It's important to have a broker that can walk you through that. The companies that you need don't advertise on TV, so it's hard to know who they are. And the wrong broker is not necessarily going to have the right relationships to get a deal done for you. They're going to come back and they're going to say, here's what I could find. That may or may not be the best one. And so you need to have a broker that's got a system and a plan on how to approach the marketplace, how to negotiate the best terms for you, and how to do it over the long term. All right. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please hit like and subscribe. If you want to talk to me about your insurance program, my contact information is at my website, insuranceforentrepreneurs.net. As always, thank you so much for watching. Go build something great.